We are going to talk about planning. Now, what this planning is, you'll have to understand about it step by step. First, planning itself is a source of motivation. If you do not have a plan, you do not have a direction where you're trying to go at. And then again, like I said, you cannot really fool yourself. So the moment your brain realizes this dude does not know where he's going, what is the reason why I should keep on going? I should just think about random things. And maybe today I'm not feeling like studying. Okay. So you have to have a direction continuously. See, if you think that, oh, it's all in my head, I know what I have to do, bro. But then again, you don't, because in our head, we forget all the time. How many times right now, while having this podcast itself, I forgot at least 3 times what I was talking about. And it happens to you as well all along. How many times like, oh, what was I doing again? Oh, I was going to do something, then I forgot about it. Because your brain is a hazy mess. You cannot rely on it. Now I'm going to make a plan and it's going to stay over there. It's not how it works. How it works is that your plan is supposed to be on a piece of paper. It's going to be written over there so that it stays over there. And then again, about planning, we have talked sufficiently. I'll suggest a video, Art of Planning. Go through it to get a better understanding. But one thing that will help you more than anything else when it comes to consistency is a to-do list. Right now, I have a to-do list. Every day, I have a to-do list. Every night, before I go to bed, I have a to-do list of what I'm going to do next day. And this has been going on for the past 10 years. If you ask me what is the golden key to motivation or consistency, I would say a to-do list. Because when you have shit to do, you are going to wake up and do it. But when you don't, then you wake up and you do not know what you have to do. And then you are going to procrastinate and think about all the other things and waste time until you realize that you had to do something. Because like I said, it's a hazy mess. It comes in, it goes out, some memory is over here, then it goes out, something flashes up, it goes out. You never have anything under track. So if you wish to keep it under track, you have to write things down, preferably on your wall where you can see all the time. Now here comes the time management part. So how to make a to-do list? You'll have to think about how much time do I have tomorrow. Let us say I have to go to class for 8 hours, and then I'll have to go to gym for 1 hour, and I will have to sleep for 7 hours. So I'm looking at 16 hours gone. I'm having close to 8 hours out of that 3 hours miscellaneous activities. So I have 5 hours. Now this is the time that can be invested in what we can call in the simplest term as your growth. That you want to invest that into becoming better, and that can be gaining knowledge, that can be running 10 kilometers to increase your stamina, that can be anything, but it has to be invested into growing, into improving. Okay, all right, some growth are natural, like you eat food and you grow up, at least till you're 18 years old, and beyond that you grow up from the belly side. but other growths are induced. You have to work on it constantly. And if you don't, there's a other spiral as well. You do not invest that time, you start degrading very soon. Okay, and pretty soon you're an old man. So you'll have to invest, let us say that 5 hours, and then you'll have to look at what are the tasks that I have to do. Now these tasks will be lined up according to priority, and then you'll have to look at what task is going to take how much time. And obviously the topmost priority task gets done first. So let us say that topmost priority task takes 2 hours. There goes my 2 hours. The rest of the 3 hours, what I'm going to do, I'm going to decide one night before. It's not like I'm going to rely on my memory to remind me tomorrow what are the things that I'm going to do. That is the prime reason why you waste time. That is the prime reason why sometimes you study more and sometimes you study less. And like I said, that's the prime reason for demotivation. You do not know what are the things that you have to do. And the further demotivation comes because you know that you wasted time. So I know these things because I've been there, bro. Like I said, I was exactly at that spot, and it took me at least the beginning 1 year to figure it out, because there's always something else that you can do. Hell, if it was possible for me right now, I would be in 10 places right now. I would be playing video games, I would be editing videos right now, I would be reading a book, I would be roaming around, I would be making coffee, I would be writing book. I do write. Some of you guys don't know about it. So I would be doing so many things, right? So if you let your brain fly in random, then it is also going to do whatever the hell it wants. And then you are left with things not done and time gone. So you'll have to write it down. Point being that. And anyone who's writing things down every day is not feeling or facing the problem of consistency. I'll tell you that much. There's a third part as well. Obviously, about that we are going to talk. But if you do not do this, unless you are a super genius, gifted mutant, I do not think that you are going to be able to be consistent. People go super crazy, like they are having apps and all, they're managing it on spreadsheets to have the productivity. Like, look at any of the productivity guru. I'm not at that level, obviously, but those are the things that definitely helps tracking things down. Other thing is tracking out your progress. Like, how much are you improving? Are you improving in the numbers of hours of effective studies? Are you able to do that? So that also can be tracked. When I was studying, I used to track every day how many hours of effective studies am I able to put. Got it? So you should do that. You should measure that. Let's say you are working towards gaining weight. Like, I've worked towards gaining weight. I'm a skinny fellow naturally. So I used to monitor every day. How much do I weigh now? Because only then you'll be able to understand what you're doing is correct or not. As they say, if you can't measure it, you can't control it. And how the hell are you going to improve something you cannot control? Are you going to wish that it is going to magically improve? That's not how it works. Alright, now let's talk about something which is the most important part.